Well, good evening, everyone, and hello from North Jackson, Tennessee. I'm William Brantley, like I said, from North Jackson, Tennessee, on Walker Road from the University Village Apartments area, ready to share with you yesterday's and today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days shortly. Oh God, we had a fantastic day today. Very beautiful. Sunshine in the morning. It clouded up just a little bit in the afternoon. It still turned out to be a beautiful day. Managed to get by with no rain here. And it's looking more and more like it's going to be early tomorrow morning between roughly 3 a.m. to about 8 a.m. We might get a chance for rain here in Jackson or parts of West Tennessee during those hours, about a 40% chance. Chance isn't all that big. Otherwise, just mainly a mostly cloudy to very cloudy day tomorrow is the way it's looking, at least until about 8 o'clock, and then it should clear up altogether. Or at least become fair anyways. A little hint toward the forecast there, my friends. Got great news today. We tied a record hottest high with a high of 75 degrees here in North Jackson. A miracle. Miracles happen sometimes, don't they? Even in the weather. Well, I'm going to give you yesterday's stats real quick. Yesterday's low here was 38 degrees. Yesterday's high was 69 degrees. Had no rainfall yesterday. Yesterday's highest wind gust was 20 miles per hour out of the southwest at 11:40 a.m. Yesterday's warmest temperature was 69 degrees in West Tennessee, and that occurred at the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Memphis and right here in North Jackson, Tennessee. Yesterday's coldest low in West Tennessee was 30 degrees, and that occurred at Bolivar, Lexington, and Savannah, Tennessee. Remember, it was 38 degrees here in North Jackson. Alrighty, today's climate data, I'm running a little behind. I hope I get everything on before midnight. And we'll see shortly. I want to go ahead and give you the 6 p.m. temperature and the updated 9 p.m. readings. As of 6 p.m., the skies were partly cloudy at that time. The temperature was 63 degrees at 6 p.m. Now by 9 p.m., it's still partly cloudy out there here in North Jackson, and the temperatures dropped down to 57 degrees as of 9 p.m. Now the dew point at 6 p.m. was 52 degrees. The humidity was at 67%. We had south winds at 5 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 30.17 inches of mercury. Today's lowest humidity was 41% at 2 and 3 p.m., while the highest was 92% at 6 and 7 a.m. this morning. Today's lowest barometric pressure was 30.17 inches, and that occurred at 4 through 6 p.m. And the highest would be 30.28 inches, and that occurred at 8 through 10 a.m. this morning. Today's highest wind gust, as of 6 p.m. at least, was 11 miles per hour out of the south, and that happened at 12:57 p.m. Today's records for November the 29th, and boy, we've got some big ones. The hottest high, like I mentioned, 75 degrees back in 2006, and tied today in 2017. Felt so good, didn't it? The coldest high would be 31 degrees. That happened in 1976. Warmest low would be 63 degrees in 2006. And the only difference there between 2006 is our low. 2006, the low was 63. This year, the low was 37. But we had the same high both years of 75 degrees. Alright, now the coldest low would be 14 degrees in 1976. So it was a rather cold day back in 1976 with a low of 14 and a high of 31 on November the 29th. The rainfall record would be 4 inches in 2001. Now remember, yesterday we had 5.45 inches of rain in 2001. So the 2 days combined, we winded up with 9.45 inches of rain on November 28th and 29th of 2001. Whew. Boy, that's a lot of rain, my friends. 9.5 inches, or 9.45 inches. A 2-day total in 2001 between November 28th and 29th of 2001, that is. Nothing like that this year. Whew, thank goodness it was high and dry, if I may say it that way, here in Jackson and West Tennessee. Even though it sort of threatened a little bit, the radar did, but I never did see any sprinkles anywhere around, or raindrops, just a few clouds passing through. So what a difference a few years can make like that. Amazing. And if that's not enough, it also snowed. It snowed today, November 29th, back in 2011. Well, it's been an active 2000 to 2017 when it comes to records here in Jackson, hadn't it? We had, it snowed, like I said, but none of it stuck. It all melted as it hit the ground. So no snow on the ground, but it snowed enough that it gave us a water equivalent of 53 hundredths of an inch of melted snow. And if that had stuck, we probably would have had about 6 inches of snow. Yeah, 6 inches of snow today melted in 2011 and did not stick on the ground, but still went in the rain gauge and melted down to, like I said, 53 hundredths of an inch back in 2011 on November 29th. So we had right at about 6 inches of melted snow. Something else if it had stuck, but it didn't. Alrighty, that's pretty much it on the climate summary. I guess I'll go ahead and proceed with the other data and graphs. I guess we'll go ahead and go on to the satellite picture, which actually looks pretty decent tonight. Let me turn the camera around so that you can see it too. We're still not that bad of shape here in Tennessee. As you can see, still half of the state's still clear, especially the eastern half, and it's so-so in the western half. And we're right on the edge ourselves of partly cloudy skies here in West Tennessee. There's not a whole lot of clouds coming our way either. So we're sort of in a fair sky position until around midnight probably. And then after that it may become mostly cloudy till about 7 o'clock tomorrow night. That's kind of the way it's looking at this time. Alright, let me see if I can find the, oh, here it is. I'm zooming out a little bit here and get the southeastern United States. There we go. That's a good picture there. As you can see, there's really not a whole lot of clouds coming our way. I don't fully understand why I even call it mostly cloudy, but that's what my forecast model is saying. It may be more accurate to say very cloudy later on tonight. That's supposed to be, they're indicating a 40% chance of rain between about 4 a.m. to about 8 a.m. Unless that precipitation over there, let me get my pen here, moves real quick like overnight between now and 6 hours from now. I don't want to get it off too far here. Unless all them clouds, well, let me tell you what, let me zoom out a little bit further. It'd be easier to show you what I'm talking about. I hate to disagree with the computer models, but I don't see what they're seeing. At least not at the moment, I'm not. The only way, but it's going to have to really move though to get this rain, all this rain area here, over here in 6 hours. I don't see that happening. Matter of fact, I don't. Well, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. It looks like to me it's gonna be fair all night long to me. And those clouds may actually go to the north of us. And we wind up being fair all day tomorrow, even though it's not projected to do that. Okay, I'll leave it alone just in case. I don't want to sound like I know it all, which I don't. Not even close. I look at the radar now. Satellite picture don't support it. Now, according to this radar, there's some light showers to our north of us. Light showers to our north, up there around the Huntington-McKenzie area, and they're branching northeast. There's a few over in southern Middle Tennessee also. Otherwise, everything's pretty clear. Well, maybe a few showers up around St. Louis, and that's really about it. Alright, let me zoom on out a little bit further here. Zoom on out to the southeastern part of the country. Let me lay this down. That might actually look better. And tilt it around like that on the bottom. Doesn't look too bad, really. Alright. I need this, leave it alone. The more I leave it alone, the better I think. Let me see if I can. There we go. Better than it shaking around. I hate doing it like that. It's showing some light stuff, but okay. Let me zoom out to the nation here. Well, the chance is only 40%. That ain't all. That's not all. That isn't all that high. Not really. I need to get that up without getting too, going crazy here now. This is AccuWeather satellite, nationally speaking. There's really not much on it to call it rain later tonight, is it? Only the precipitation is way up there in Washington State, and that's off the coast. Snow up in northern Minnesota. Very spotty up northeast, if at all. And just a few, like I said, in up around McKenzie and southern Middle Tennessee and out there in New Mexico. That's really about it. According to this map. I should have brought the other one up. And I didn't think to do it. Let me go ahead and show the Weather Channel's current surface map feature. Let me see, I need to do this. Oh yeah, then come back. There we go, yeah. There we go. Now, according to the Weather Channel's surface map, as of 9/12, which is not all that long ago, that's the current surface map features of where everything's at. We do have a stationary front to our north with the low pressure over Arkansas, high pressure over Alabama, and high pressure way up there near New York. Another stationary front through the central part of the country. And then you see the other highs and lows and where they're at, you know. But it's not showing a whole lot of precipitation though. Not even this map. Showing a little snow just north of Minnesota. And that's really about it. It's still not showing a whole lot. Well, okay, I'm just going to leave it at that, and maybe I can do this without messing it up. Let me try something. I usually don't like doing this, doing recording, but I'm going to try something. See what that other one shows. See what Weather Underground shows. That's what I'm looking for now. Let me see, let it bring up just to see what it shows. maybe it won't mess up the recording too bad. If it don't get stuck. There it comes. And the downloading position, that is. Let's see what it shows on that one. It's not showing a whole lot more. Sure isn't. Sorry to be doing this during the video. Now you can see it pretty good. Let me move this off a little bit so I can bring this up. Yeah, it's not a whole lot different. You might like this. Well, it's showing a little bit more precipitation than what the other one did. You're seeing two maps tonight. Weather Underground and the Weather Channel. The fronts are at the same position and all. The precipitation's a little bit more noticeable nationwide. There's still not a whole lot around here. And it just updated. That's what I like about Weather Underground. It'll update it about every 5 minutes or so. It's just a little down here. I tell you what, since it's successful with that one, let me try the forecast map. Let me try something with that. Let me bring up the Mid-South radar and see what it shows. Not a lot. It's actually a this is the Mid-South radar based upon AccuWeather, and it's not showing a whole lot around us. Actually, that gets a little bit more Pacific right there. Showers are up in Carroll County, up around Huntington, which I kind of knew that, up in Henry County, and a little bit of Weakley, and a touch of Benton, and a little bit over in Henderson County, southeast of Lexington. Nothing here in Jackson, though. But that's it. That's it. And then beyond that, we'll go back out to the state again, which is where we already saw that one. Which is back to this one, which we've already saw it. Yeah. Alright, and I'm not, there's no need going through that one again. I'll get a close up of Tennessee, try to. Actually, I like that other one better. Let me see if I can go back to that other one real quick. I actually like that one a little bit better. Yeah, I like that one better. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Okay, I did mess up one other thing though. I'm going to have to bring it back up. I tell you what, I'll just bring it back up this way. And that's the my forecast blog. I'm not sure how long I've been talking. I don't have a counter to show that. So since I don't have a counter, I'm going to turn around so I can read it to you. I'd rather do that. That's okay with you. Alright, tonight's forecast, I'm going to call it very cloudy, since it is raining to our north according to that radar. Up in Mount McKenzie, not here. It's partly cloudy here, so I'm going to call it very cloudy, at least through midnight, possibly to sunrise, and then becoming just very cloudy. I'm just going to go ahead and call it very cloudy. It's supposed to be mostly cloudy, but I don't. The satellite is not supporting that. But I'm just call it very cloudy for the rest of tonight in general. Fair in other parts of West Tennessee, though. I'll just say very cloudy in the northern half, fair in the southern half. I'm really having to break it down tonight, ain't I? All right, and that'll probably continue on into tomorrow. And there is a 40% chance of additional showers, even though it's already raining to the north of Jackson. 40% chance here in Jackson between about 3 a.m. to about 9 a.m. Then that chance should end after 9 a.m. and be just mostly cloudy till around 7 p.m. tomorrow night, and then become fair, which is what I mentioned earlier. Tomorrow's high temperature should be, low should be near 51 degrees tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's high should be about 65 with west winds at 10 to 20, and mostly fair skies on Friday, mostly clear skies on Friday returning with a low at 34 and a high of 61. And it looks like Saturday and Sundays is a little mixed. Saturday is going to be mostly cloudy once again till noon. No rains expected, then becoming fair by noon, Saturday afternoon, with a low at 34 and a high of 67, with northwest winds at 10 to 20. Mostly fair on Sunday, mostly clear, whichever. Low near 38 and high of 68, with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now, I did forget to give you the moon times and all that. The moon will be setting tonight or tomorrow morning at 1:58 a.m. The sun will be rising tomorrow morning at 6:46 a.m. Be setting tomorrow evening at 4:42 p.m. And I think that's the earliest sunset too that we have now. I think we're at the very earliest, and within a few days we'll start going back the other way. Thank goodness. The moon be rising tomorrow afternoon at 2:55 p.m. and be setting Friday morning at 3:03 a.m. on December the 1st. Alright, I think I went a little lengthy on all this, and I apologize for that, but that's pretty much the way it looks right now. It looks like the southern sections of West Tennessee is okay for right now. The northern sections are getting a few sprinkles, but even those showers are going to be probably gone by midnight. So we may wind up with just very cloudy conditions from midnight till noon tomorrow, and then finally becoming fair toward 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I know that's different from what I just told you, but I'm going by what the satellite is showing, and it's not showing a whole lot at the moment and all. But I'm sorry to sound so mixed up and not for sure, but the computers aren't agreeing with the satellite, and satellite's what's telling you the truth. Okay, I'm going to hush. I'm going to leave it alone and see what happens. My honest opinion, I think it's, at least here in Jackson, it's going to be probably fair just about all night. And we might get a little bit of rain between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. After that, very cloudy at best, or worse weather at worst. Otherwise, might even be fair tomorrow. I'm so sorry not to give you a direct forecast, but the forecast, and like I said, in the satellite radar is not agreeing at the moment. Alright, maybe we'll be lucky and just have a good night tomorrow after all. Who knows? Alright, I'm going to hush up. Good night, everybody. Thank you for checking in, and sweet dreams. Hope you wake up to a beautiful Thursday morning, November the 30th, 2017. And I'm glad we had such a warm day today. Been 75 degrees. Shoot, we might get a surprise tomorrow and get on up there toward 70 again. And the projected high is 65. If we get enough sunshine tomorrow by surprise, it might hit 70 again. We'll see. All right, good night, everybody. God bless you. Thank you for checking in.